Hey, what's up guys? Clash Royale might have messed up and forgot to nerf the ranked 20 player in the world's deck. Boss Bandit has felt broken for multiple metas, especially when you can use vines and snowball to manipulate the arena so the opponent can't attack it and use the ability to dash away. You're able to play with your opponents doing dangerous dashes capable of crushing their towers with one tower lock. Obviously, Evolve Witch and distractions are going to be huge problems, but with the evolved executioner to clean them up, with snowballs to knock everything away, the lumberjack to rage up your push, the vines to hold your opponents down, ram riders and boss bandits will be able to get the tower connections when they need them the most and rack up damage. This deck is executing the meta before everything else around it gets nerfed, so I'm hyped for this thing to be even better in a few days. Let's ram through our opponent's defenses and assert dominance. And Big Boss Bandit Love Trevor that's using credit code SirTag, making the high effort editing possible. Thanks to Samsung for sponsoring today's video. The Samsung Z Fold 7 is thinner and lighter than ever. And with a wider design, it's easier to play games or watch whatever you want. You can comfortably use the Galaxy Z Fold 7 like a traditional phone when it's closed and enjoy all the perks of a large screen when it's open. And the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor is the next level. Get your head in the game and stay locked in with incredible power and the speed of the Galaxy Z Fold 7. I'm typically a D1 hater of smaller devices and phones in general, but the Z Fold 7 has got me switched up and I'm loving it simply because I can go and switch it up and make sure it's tucked away in my pocket and then release the beast and have a huge phone here with a lot of real estate so I won't misclick my spells and my troops. I can play at the resolution I want and just have the best experience on the go, which isn't typically possible without tablets. So that's why the Z Fold 7 is my personal favorite phone whenever I'm playing Clash Royale. Check out the Z Fold 7 using my link in the description of the video. Mr. Mean here, we're gonna be playing against him, and unfortunately I have to go for a boss bandit and lumberjack. I'm spending so much elixir to counter a measly like 2 elixir investment from our dude. So I don't know what this deck is, but it is going to give me some problems. I want to be able to use the boss bandit and get away from the towers from targeting our precious boss bandit using the ability as much as we can. Honestly, screw it. Let's drop another ability just to kill the miner. And I could vines here, but I wanted to see if it hits. Oh my gosh! It sniped a princess! What is happening here? Yeah, how did they forget to nerf boss bandit, guys? Like, serious question right now. Since I'm up so much, I prefer to get units in the arena instead of going for a snowball and cycling that. If we're around even elixir, I think snowballing is fine. But in situations where we're up elixir, it's almost always better to drop units that will force stuff out of the opponent. Also, there's no way he's happy about this, right? He can likely lumberjack on the right side with the guards to keep them alive a little bit longer. And, oh yeah, we're going to force out the barbs. Let's go. Because you don't really want to go and cycle stuff being stupid. Like, if I go in for a ram rider into barbs, you already know those are definitely going to get shut down for a tragically terrible trade. But if we go in for, you know, a lumberjack, at least we get that rage damage. We get him out of cycle, and then we can start to spam like a savage with our random ram riders. So one of the things I like a lot with ram rider is the evolved snowball. So I'll try to use that as much as I can to get to the correct card cycle here. I'm going to go and drop our snowball and then guards on top of the princess. It's not necessarily like the best trade in the world, but I do prefer that over going in for like an executioner on the princess and then eating the guards damage. I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but that's kind of the way that I roll. Also, if we can get the executioner paired with the lumberjack and then we also have the snowball with the ram rider, there's just so many knockbacks and stuns that this is going to be pretty miserable for our guy. I also want to just guess that he doesn't have rocket because he doesn't seem like he's got a rocket type of deck. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe the executioner can knock things back and I won't be sad then. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not gonna lie, that worked out way better than I thought. Let's just straight up vines on the princess to finish that thing off and then immediately go for a ram rider. And remember, he's going to go for barbs, so we have to get ready with our snowball. Yep, there they are. Oh, can we get damage? I don't know. I hope that we get a random ram rider connection. It's not happening easily, but you can get a boss bandit down in front. Oh, the boss bandit's protecting the executioner. Wait, there's no way. This is going to let us slay everything. If we bar barrel and then have the boss bandit stay alive and the bar barrel's tanking, this could be huge. Yeah, no, he's dead. He's absolutely screwed. I'm going to vines here just to keep his barbs off of our boss bandit if we can. And honestly, screw it. Let's executioner here and make a hopeful prediction that he princesses. Aw, I knew he had princess. Let's go ram rider here because he doesn't have barbs in cycle. He's trying to get me to go and drop elixir on the princess, but I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for his bait. He's going to go in for a goblin gang, so let's pre-snowball. Yes! Look at those plays right now, guys. We are vibing with our vines. We're going for the vines on the miner, snag the tower too, and force out even more elixir to make this guy feeling sad and blue. Come on now, no more. Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, so we got to slow roll our pushes. We got to get our executioner on the board. If I do that, then he probably minion hordes other side or something like that. So he's going to slime me. I can just boss bandit this and then likely figure things out from there. I like the maneuverability of the boss bandit. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty fun. So let's go Executioner with the Ram Rider. Let's make him see the Executioner first. Yep, there it is. Or see the Ram Rider first and then Vines after. We probably just win the game. Nope, didn't happen. Unfortunate, unlucky. Unlucky, obviously. So we're going to snowball this back. Then we're going to go Barbarill to clean up as much as we possibly can. And tank for the rest of his stuff. This guy must be so annoyed. Look at the Executioner just knocking everything back. Bro has to go in for a Goblin Gang and Vines on defense. It's so much elixir each time he's doing it. I'm going to go guards just to annoy him, and maybe he'll go Princess and hit that instead. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but it is what it is. We get our Executioner in the middle, drop our Lumberjack to finish it off. We have Evolved Snowball in case he wants to get fancy with anything, and it looks like he probably does. It's all good for us. I mean, we could just Evolve Snowball this back and take literally very little damage. The Executioner probably wins pretty hard here, and then when he decides to spam more stuff, obviously we're back to another Evolved Executioner. So we're going to go Vines. I think that we can just maybe get him here. I hope so. The Boss Bandit's going to do a ton of damage. We can Lumberjack at the bridge, and that Boss Bandit is going to force out so much stuff. Obviously, if I kill the Miner, then I can go for a Giant Snowball, and then Barbarill on the rest of his stuff, and then probably just clean it up and not lose the game. The difficulty here is Vines just makes the game way more challenging than it should be. So he's played this extremely well, but he's also been the most annoying person on this planet. Ram Rider should eventually hit, and we do win the game, finally. Damn, I hate how good Vines and Barbs are against my Ram Riders, especially if he has body blocks. But also, I guess it's pretty much impossible for him to counter Executioners when I am up enough elixir. So you just had to play patient enough and get the counter push. And believe it or not, we had his tower on the left side at like 700 HP with the Executioner ready to chop his face off too. But you can usually get a random Ram Rider to connect or a Boss Bandit when you've got the power of Vines and Evolve Snowball. So after the win, we pushed up to 7,400 in the world, and we're going to be climbing up a lot today. Sparky! I really read his name as Sparky exists. And I'm like, yeah, I guess Sparky is somewhere. It's probably here. It's probably in this exact game. I'm going to go for guards. I'm going to be a bit of a rebel right now. I don't think it's a smart play because you definitely want guards for Sparky players, but I have Vines. I've got Boss Bandit Dash. I have ways of maneuvering and finessing Sparky potentially. Cycling things in the back into a Sparky player is also a death sentence. Like this Lumberjack, if it went into a Sparky, it'd be a -4 trade for no reason whatsoever. But it doesn't matter, guys. I'm fearless right now. What the? I don't think I've ever seen someone Sparky in the other side away from the Boss Bandit. That's weird. Oh, he's going to probably kite it with a unit. I mean, yeah, that's definitely what he's going to do. Let's click the ability so then the Boss Bandit doesn't die. And it's probably still going to die, but it'll make me feel better, you know? All right, let's see if we can just kill the Goblin Giant. The Ram Rider is putting in a wild amount of work. I could probably Barbarill and Vines, but I bet you he's going to do Mini P.E.K.K.A shenanigans. And yeah, of course there's the Mini P.E.K.K.A. So let's Vines and then Barbarill and then also go for guards. We want to be able to pull everything back and not get absolutely dominated by Mini P.E.K.K.As. So when you have this layer of protection, it doesn't matter what you're playing against. When Bridge PM comes through, you'll be able to have something to do. Like, oh, he's saying the good luck. I mean, honestly, bro, I don't blame you. It is a little bit of good luck. But you also did it to yourself. Why are you playing Sparky in the big 25? It's crazy work. So I'm going to Lumberjack here, and I think he's just going to let it go. I mean, maybe he goes Goblin Giant really early, but the Lumberjack moves so fast that he's probably just going to lose the tower. So I personally prefer to drop cards that are cheaper, like a Lumberjack, opposed to dropping like a Ram Rider, where the Ram Rider would do the same thing, but it just costs like, it costs more elixir. I'm not about that life of wasting elixir out here. So we're going to go in for this, probably Barbarill, and then guards on the other side. And if we can just, you know, not lose the tower, we're chilling. Hey, yo! Why the Mini P.E.K.K.A do so much damage the other side? Oh, diabolical work. Diabolical work. I think we still won this one. As you guys can see, we had a pretty decent defense on the right side. The left side, it left a lot to be desired, but, you know, that's going to be good enough to clean up the game. There's no way he's breaking through an Evolved Executioner, and especially when we got Vines on defense against Sparkies. But if you guys want to see it, we'll be here to deliver. We're going to use the Mini P.E.K.K.A counter with the Boss Bandit, and then, of course, we're just going to subtly cycle our guards here. We will have to, unfortunately, go in for a Snowball against that Mini P.E.K.K.A that is trying to pioneer a play to ruin our day, but obviously with the Snowball, it's just not going to happen. Dude is still sending it. He is relentless with it. Oh, how pissed off is he going to be when he doesn't win the game? He is still going. He's still going. He's still MacGyvering his way through. But, of course, we have Vines to shut the door in his face. So, I mean, it's just impossible for him to win this matchup if we play it remotely well. Even if he took the tower on the left side, yeah, 1,800 HP on the right side. So, we're going to snag that with a random Ram Rider plus Vines push, and there's nothing he can do to stop that because, I mean, he really only has Mini P.E.K.K.A, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A will get knocked back by the Snowball, and then, of course, destroyed by the Vines and held in place. Another win props us up to 6,000 in the world. So we're playing against a freak, and hopefully he gets real freaky and decides to spam the bridge with our Executioner in hand, but I feel like he's not going to do that. He's got Princess Tower. More people like that are pioneering safe plays. Oh, never mind. Yo, what are you doing here? You straight up savage. You are going against the bridge. You are going against the grain. And I think he's in a little bit of pain because those Royal Recruits, or I guess not Royal Recruits. I'm so used to playing Royal Recruits. I'm saying my Royal Recruit guards, they're already evolved, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Getting raged up means that they're evolved, obviously. Oh my gosh, how did that get damaged? That was beautiful. So I'm going to go Barbarial, and I'm going to chuck a Snowball at that so I can hopefully disrupt the Mini P.E.K.K.A's animation so it doesn't get anywhere near my tower. We're down a lot of Elixir. I'm not going to lie. I am up an entire half of a tower, but I might be down like 3 or 4. Yeah, I was down 4 Elixir because I was at 6 Elixir when he cycled the Baby Dragon in the back, and he only does that when he's at max Elixir. He now knows he's up a lot. Oh, this is kind of rough. If I cycle the XE here, I am getting closer to the evolution, but also at the same time, I feel silly. I feel silly doing it. I wanted to slowly cycle it in the back as far as I could, and I was kind of hoping the Baby Dragon would lock onto it, but it didn't. So then the Executioner will still be here and available for us to maybe win the bridge battle. It's an entire Baby Dragon that I ate, so it's not terrible. He didn't go in for a Mini P.E.K.K.A or anything, so that's interesting. I really thought he would. Screw it. Let's cycle guards. Expect a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Click the ability. Maybe we can lock on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Ah, what is he doing? Oh, he's going to all-in me. That makes sense. I feel you, buddy. That's what everyone does in Clash Royale these days, eh? So I do want him to all-in me so I can also all-in him, you know? This is the way that Clash Royale is meant to be played. I'm going to have Evolved Snowball and I'm going to have Vines. There's no way you're stopping this, bro. You're going to straight up Mini P.E.K.K.A. I Snowball it, and then you get 3 crown. Is that a good trade? I mean, you got a little bit of damage on the... Oh, no, you didn't get any damage on the right side. Yeah, 3 crown for 0 damage. I take those trades all day long. All right, Ari, we're going to Snowball you. We're going to see what you got. Let's go. Show me what you got. All right, I guess you don't want to. No peak brain rot. I'm going to go in for a boss bandit in the same side as the Baby Dragon. And ideally, we are okay here with the boss bandit just soaking up the damage and the Princess Tower finishing off the Baby D. I might be playing against a Lava Hound deck because we see Barbarians. So if that's going to be the case, I got to go Ram Rider and take advantage of the fact that he doesn't have his Barbs in cycle. All right, man, that's not what we were hoping for. That's a bully. But we can still rock its world if we're able to not activate King Tower, please. Yes, that was so good. Honestly, that's a joke that it worked, but I'm going to spam more stuff because we have the Lumberjack, and I definitely want to get an advantage with the raged up guards. We're going to take some damage to the right side, and that's okay. I'm fine playing this way. I'll take damage on both lanes. I want to be up Elixir, and I want to have the opportunity to spam him when he has a bad card cycle. I think it's a graveyard deck now after seeing the Executioner and the Bowler, so I don't know how I'm going to win this. I think I have to play like a lot better than him to win, and I don't know if that's possible. I'm going to go in for an Executioner on the right side. Probably going to go Barbs right into our Ram Rider. Oh, it's Giant Graveyard. Wait, what the heck? Giant Graveyard with Barbs is so weird. I think I've seen that before. Anyway, beside the point, he's going to have Bowler and also Barbs for our Ram Rider, so we'll see how we do. But probably Barbs on this, maybe. We'll see. Oh, the Executioner is on the tower. You guys see that? It actually hit the tower. Not twice, but once. It didn't go twice, guys. It wasn't an auctioneer here. There's a lot for us to fear with this crap coming at us, though. Damn, this is actually vicious. This guy is insane for this. What a wild deck. Well, if we go Boss Bandit, we can click the ability and then have our tower help out. But the Boss Bandit just doesn't have that much health that I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to Lumberjack, go right into a Bowler, and regret my life decisions. Wait, what? All right, this is way weirder than I thought. We know that the bro has Bowler, right? So if I do this, and then I immediately go Boss Bandit at the bridge, he Bowler's left side, doesn't have Elixir. Oh, he's got Executioner. That makes sense. He just Vines. What if he Vines on top of the Giant, that it doesn't cross, and then the Boss Bandit locks on? Oh, come on, brother. Come on, brother, man. Don't try these shenanigans with me. We got the Evolved Snowball. We have multiple ways of messing you up. Yo. Did you guys see that? How I just messed with the Giant and just pulled it all the way around the tower and stunned it the entire time? All right, obviously he's going to lightning on this. So I don't want to give him too much lightning value. Oh, wait. Is there any way that we can just like not have our Executioner die? Maybe there's a way. There's actually a small brain rot shot. There is a small brain rot shot. I don't know if it's going to work, but we got to try it, you know? Got to try it out here. Not much, but it's honest work. We're going to have to barbell. It's obviously going to lightning. Obviously, the lightning is going to come down through any second. I have to vines on these things. The executioner doesn't hit my tower. Oh, I think I lose, guys. I mean, this match just feels bad. Like, going into the bowler just feels wrong. Maybe the executioner is going to be smart enough to hit. Obviously, he's just going to all in me completely. I have to, like, slow this down. I can't win, guys. He's going to lightning. I lose. GG, man.
To everybody who's watching, I'm out.
It's unfortunate that certain matchups like this do happen in Clash Royale, where the opponents do have these decks, but, I mean, also at the same time, like, who would have thunk that that would have been a strategy, that someone would have been putting a Barbs and Bowler with a Lightning Giant deck with Baby Dragon? I was so close to winning, and it was cool to showcase that I was able to manipulate the tower and get the boss bandit into that danger zone where the guy only had 900 health left over. So if I played a little bit better, or he messed up slightly more and maybe we were like lower in ranked, then that would have been a win for sure. Even against one of the worst possible hard counters, the game was super close. Not gonna lie, most of the other matchups today were really in our favor, and it's awesome to play a deck that is gonna get buffed by all the other decks getting nerfed in the meta, while, you know, your strategy is playing against the overpowered decks right now and still functioning fairly well. I probably should have dropped something to counter the Hog Rider there, but I was staring into your guys' souls and I wasn't ready for him to drop a Hog Rider at -4 elixir. He like genuinely just dropped it at the very start of the game. I hate people that do that. When they make those plays and I'm not ready for it, it's their fault. They're ruining the game. Not really. It's my fault for being slow, but yeah, you guys let me know down in the comment section. Does that ever happen to you? You have the angsty individual just cycling starts as soon as they possibly can, and you're like, why are you doing that to me, buddy? All right. Obviously, I want to go in for a snowball if possible so I can minimize the amount of damage that we're going to take, and then I can Barbarian Barrel on top of the Musketeer. I hope that the Executioner is able to hammer through on the Muskie, and I think it can. Very cool. I'll Lumberjack here. It's tight. It's not like it's going to do anything, but ideally, we're going to force out more elixir than dropping a Ram Rider into a cannon, so that's the game plan. Wait. If we Vines, did I just win with a Lumberjack? Do I not even need to cycle the Ram Rider? That was so good. So if you could play like that and not go in for, you know, Ram Riders into cannons and be like, this is my win condition, you can use support cards too with Vines. This is the way that the game is played. So usually against Hog Riders, we're ready to go for our Ram Rider here and slow it down and then use our Princess Tower to finish it off. It's a pretty good counter. We're going to get ready for him to do that soon. We could also go Executioner. I kind of want to go Boss Bandit here and see if we can get him to go in for a Hog Rider at the wrong point. Really want to see him going for a bad Hog Rider here. I don't know if he'll do it. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Hopefully we can prey upon him. All right, we're going to Snowball. And then the Boss Bandit's still going to force out extra elixir. So we're going to click the ability here. He's going Ice Golem. So now he doesn't have that with the Hog Rider. So it's going to be fun. I really can't wait to show you guys this play. Probably one of my favorite plays in the game. So we're going to go Barbell on the Musketeer so we don't leak any elixir. We'll see what he decides to do. Probably going to do this. Yep, there's our Ram Rider. Slow down the Hog Rider. He's going to go Fireball so it doesn't hit the Executioner. And now we can counter the Hog Rider with literally no damage taken. We can go in for Vines on this cannon. And then I can probably pre-Snowball on Skeletons or whatever he wants to distract that with. And likely just straight win the game with guards. It's one of the most annoying things in the game to play against a win condition that counters your win condition that also gets counter push. That's why I like using Ram Riders against the Hog Rider, as you guys saw. And yeah, it was a good quick comeback after taking a fat loss against the hard counter. We were able to destroy something that I think is a pretty good matchup if you're able to get Ram Riders counter pushing, especially when your Barbell is able to snipe Musketeers. People will fall apart very fast against this deck. If y'all hate the standard 2.6 Hog Riders or the people that are running Expo because you've got Barbell and so many tanks, a lot of the OG decks get dominated by this bridge spam deck. Boss Bandit, dash the like button, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.